Welcome everyone. I am Connection. I go by Jane, also known as the Rockstar Rasta. Get in tune, get in tune. Hope everybody's doing well, emitting some peace, emitting some love and high vibrations, especially in times like these. Hope everybody's staying healthy. I don't like long introductions, so let's get right into it. Today we're going to discuss my personal view on healing and being in a relationship, or being on your healing journey and dating or entering a relationship. So point number one, the point I want to make, number one point, main reason why I say no, nada, don't do it. Stick to the task at hand, which is you. The task at hand is you. You are your priority. While you're during your healing journey, you're supposed to be selfish. You're supposed to be selfish. When it comes to you and your energy and your aura and all that, selfish, period. I feel like you are what you attract. And in saying that, if you're in your healing journey, and if you're really there, you feel me, that means you've unpacked a lot of things. You found the darker side of yourself. And you have to be able to sit with that individual, you feel me? Or this aspect of who you are, and get to understand it, get to heal it, get to elevate it, so that you are consistently vibrating on a high frequency, right? I believe that you are what you attract. And when I say this, if you are healing and you haven't faced all that is dark about yourself, or you haven't acknowledged all the things that you don't necessarily like about yourself, then you're probably gonna attract that in a partner. And the worst part is noticing it in the other person, but not acknowledging it in yourself. So a lot of times when I meet somebody new and I realize there's a level of interest there, like I'm interested, the other person's interested, I like to ask myself, what has attracted us here? What frequencies are we vibrating the same on? What has brought us to this space? Does it have to be a romantic relationship or no? A lot of the times, things don't gotta go that far. Things don't gotta get as intimate as, like, trying to be exclusive and opening up and all that extra stuff. There's nothing wrong with opening up. But it doesn't have to get to the point where you're looking at exclusivity and this is about to be the person you commit the rest of your time and energy to. If you're not healed, then you will attract some things that you are not ready for, and they can take you off track. Point number two is, it's kind of stemming off of the you are what you attract. However, I'm on my personal journey to healing, and in reading all these like self-help books, listening to podcasts on like successful people giving advice, or reading books, one common factor that I've been able to draw from each of these success stories is that these individuals have arrived at their level of success after finding happiness. So personally, and I'm not ashamed to say this, I used to just be like, fuck it. I'm gonna be happy when I'm successful. You feel me? That's when I'm gonna pick myself up, and that's when I'm gonna go outside glowing, going crazy. That's when I'll be happy, once I arrive at success. But in looking into other people's stories, the one common factor that I found, well, there was a few things that each of these stories had in common, but one of the things that stood out to me was these people were happy first. They found contentment first. It didn't have anything to do with having a partner or somebody to love. There are very few, that got lucky that they came up with, they came up with somebody that they were able to achieve success with. But 80% of the stories, they had to solidify who they were as a person and know exactly what they want. You feel me? When you know exactly what you want, it just creates this whole new playing field of happiness and confidence, to where you don't settle, you don't appreciate anything less than what you know you deserve. So a lot of people feel like once they find love, they'll be happy and they can work towards that success, and that's often not the case. So that's my point number 2, that you have to be happy first. And that comes when you have healed. Once you sit with all them dark parts of you, you feel me? Once you get with that dark part of your closet, that dark corner of your closet, and you take out everything in there, you're no longer afraid of it. It can't hurt you. It can't come back and, flip the script for you. There's no fear looming over your head. You're just light. You feel me? And that's the whole, I feel like the journey of life is to vibrate at the highest frequency possible and just evolve to a being that you never even imagined that you could be. Point number 3, to avoid projections, because when you haven't, if you haven't fully healed, then there are characteristics and traits that you don't know that you possess. And I know this has happened to me, and it took these relationships to kind of point them out. There's something like in my previous partners that used to just irk me, that used to just get on my nerve, But when I looked into the mirror, I was like, wait, I do this too. I was able to understand it from a perspective of, you're not that perfect, miss. So a lot of the things, my perceptions, were projections, because there was this saying that has stuck with me, and it will stick with me for the rest of my life, and I'm going to share it with you guys. The world is not as you see it. The world is as you are. Meaning everything that you've seen, heard, learned, experienced is going to affect the way you perceive things, the way you interpret things. And that's all that you can interpret from your database. You feel me? Your life experiences is your individual database. And if I give you a new piece of information, you're only going to be able to process it from your individual perspective. We see things, or when we interpret things, we kind of got to take a step back, like, whoa, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like this action was wrong? Why do I feel, we kind of have to analyze it and assess it. And I feel like that's the best way to avoid projecting your negative qualities on people, or just your expectations. You don't want to project. You kind of want to experience your partner where they are in their own individual journey, and do what you can to love them the best way you can. Number 4. I think we're number 4. I think it can be counterproductive. And I did ask this question on my Instagram channel. I said my Instagram channel. I really think that I'm famous already. I really think that I'm this really big influencer. I asked this question on my Instagram story. I asked, do you feel like people can join a relationship while on the journey of self-discovery? And somebody, they don't even follow me, but that was like the greatest response ever. They said no, because in a way it's kind of going to be selfish. You're not going to be able to love your partner to the full capacity of which they should be loved, and you're not going to be able to love yourself at the full capacity to where you should be loved. And I was just like, wow. And it really settled with me, because I'm like, damn, that's facts. No cat rap, it's facts. Yeah, you won't be able to love as great as you can love, especially for me personally. There's some bags I unpacked from the last relationships that still be, that still bag lady, they be weighing me down, hunching my shoulders over. That's not cute. I need to be chin up, heads high, kill them with the dough. Doing too much. Yeah, there's some bags that I haven't unpacked as yet. And I don't want to use the last relationship to kind of mess up the future relationships. And it's something that I'm guilty of. It's something that I have done in the past, and I'm guilty, And it's because I'm still healing. I gotta hold myself accountable when I do something like that. Quick water break. So that next point was that you won't be able to love your partner at the greatest capacity at which they should be loved. So cute, I know. beautiful, just beautiful. Now the next point, I think we're on point number 5. 5 spirit fingers. When that relationship ends, buddy, you are in for the ride of your life. The ride wasn't the relationship. The relationship dropped you off at the ride, the roller coaster at that. You feel me? When that individual leaves you, you go through a series of just, you question yourself, you question them, you question whether or not you was hallucinating, like, was this relationship real in the first place? Like, you start to analyze every moment, like, was it real? Were they faking? Were they pretending? Was I crazy? Was I stupid? Blah, 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 blah. It's nuts. I feel like it leads you to kind of step out of yourself. And some people step out of themselves longer than others. Like for me, I know I need a day or two. I need a day or two this week, a day or two next month, and a day or two the week after that month start. And I had my day already, you know? Because like it's going to flash back and I'm like, oh, I need a while out. But I picked up some healthy habits like push-ups. Whew. You ever been angry? You just gotta do a push-up. Next time you're angry, do as much push-ups as you can until you're exhausted. Promise you, you won't be worried about whatever it was that you was worried about before. Promise you. The failed relationship takes you aback, makes you question a lot of things, and you don't need uncertainty while you're like, you know, embarking on your healing journey. Uncertainty is something that you don't need. However, it does give you the opportunity to figure things out, like what was my part. Like you get to hold yourself accountable for what you did to contribute to the relationship failing, and also on your partner's end, what happened, where did they fall short, you feel me? And it helps you. Now, the good thing is the glow afterwards. Once you get over it, to build that bridge. Get over it. We stay fly, no lie, you know it. Boiling. Period. Nothing shapes you to be a stronger individual, a better individual, smarter, more effective individual than getting your heart broken. You need it sometimes to know what you're not going to put up with in your next relationship. Next. Now, this is a very rare instance. Let's say you do find somebody that is equally on their healing journey and they want to heal with you. A lot of those memories, those hard times, those dark moments, those unpackings, and those new developments that you've made with yourself, those memories are attached to said person. Now that, my friends, that's some deep sugar honey iced tea. It's deep, because now when the relationship is over, you might go backwards, you might discredit yourself, you might feel like, you know, you can't evolve because that person is no longer with you. And it's just like, you really could have done it on your own, but because you don't have that experience, now you don't give yourself the credit because you did it with said person. We're created to be resilient. We're created to overcome challenges and all of this, you know, other stuff. But listen, I'm emotional, and sometimes my emotions overpower me and then I can't move forward with logic because now I'm in a tornado of just, it's too much. Let me know your opinions. Let me know how you feel. Share your experiences with me. Let me know what's your take on being in a relationship or dating and pursuing something romantic, intimate, and exclusive with an individual while you're on your healing journey. Let me know why. I want to hear the other points though for why you guys may feel like it's something that you should do. I don't think so. I've tried. Maybe it helped. I don't know. But right now, personally, I'm on a hiatus. I'm on a relationship hiatus because I'm talking to the gal in the mirror. period. Now the sun is going down. You see how the light just changed drastically. We're gonna end this video here. If you like the content, you're looking forward to more girl talks, there's gonna be other things offered on my channel, but if you're looking forward to more talks, like this video, subscribe, send it to your friend, start the discussion. Feel me? And we out. Drink your ginger. Drink your ginger. Whether you're gonna boil it in a tea, skin it, and blend it with your fruits for your smoothie, drink your ginger. Your limes and your lemons, it's on one finger because they interchangeable for me. Your limes and your lemons, water, exercise. What else? Iron, your greens. Get your greens and your berries for your blood. Keep that immune system, okay? All right? Stay inside because I want to be outside. The weather's getting warmer. You see the sun. And I love you.